Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching this video and joining me here today. I'm going to be talking about 5 products, 6, because one is like, I added one and it's kind of like an ish, you know? We'll get there. Anyways, I want to talk about 5 products that are totally worth the hype. I have 3 drugstore things, 2 high-end things, and then I have a bonus thing that, like I said, is an ish. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so funny enough, all 5 things are face products, and then the ish one is an eyeshadow. So let's start off with the face. The Covergirl Healthy Elixir Foundation. It's a Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. This gets so much hype here on YouTube, and it is totally worth the hype. It's a drugstore foundation. It has a pump, but the coverage is like medium to full, and it looks so good. Honestly, I have very oily skin. If you're new here on my channel, if you're not new on my channel, you're like, girl, we get it. You got oily skin. Stop talking about it. But I do. And I was really nervous to try this foundation because I was like kind of scared that it was going to be too dewy on my skin, and it's totally not. It looks so beautiful and flawless, and I absolutely love it. And I have not heard one bad thing about this, to be honest. Like every YouTuber I watch and love, they love it. So it's just a really good foundation, and I think it's definitely worth the hype that it gets. Alright, I got 2 concealers to talk about. One is high-end and one is drugstore. Let's start with the drugstore one. So the Maybelline Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle Treatment Concealer. This stuff gets so much hype on YouTube, on blogs, reviews on Ulta. Like, it's just so popular, and it is so good. I do have the shade Brightener, and it really is brightening. I'm wearing it today. It looks really good. Don't mind the hair, by the way, in this video. It's a hot mess. But this concealer is so good. The little ball thing is kind of weird, to be honest, but the coverage is like medium, I would say. It just does a really good job. It doesn't crease a lot because it is a pretty thin formula, and it's just so good. And they recently expanded the shade range to include 6 new shades. One is lighter. They have like a couple more medium to deep shades, and then they have a deep shade. So definitely check that out. I think I saw on their Instagram that it's available now at, like, the new shades are at Walmart and Target right now, and I mean, they're going to probably be going to all stores soon. But again, so the Age Rewind concealer from Maybelline, totally worth the hype that it gets on every platform. And then the high-end concealer is Tarte Shape Tape. Okay, so the only YouTuber that I watch that doesn't like this is Jessica Braun, and I see what she means. Like, I don't know, like, I get why she doesn't think it's, like, so great. Because some people claim that it doesn't crease, and it really does. It creases on me, like it does. There's just no doubting that. But it doesn't crease as much, especially when you use a really thin amount. Some people will take this and really just like go to town with this big doe foot and just draw. And it's like, you don't need to do that with this concealer because it's so pigmented and just so saturated with like pigment that you just need to put it, like I just put it like right here, and then I kind of take my finger and blend it out. And the coverage on this is amazing, you guys. It is so good. It dries down really well. And like I said, it creases, but not as much as other concealers do on me. Right now I have the shade Fair Neutral. And they have a ton of shades in this line. And like I said, it's just totally worth the hype. It's so good. And they recently came out with Shape Tape foundations. Well, I saw it on Instagram, and I think they're going to be in stores like later this month, but I am so pumped about it. Okay, 2 more face things. So I have 1 drugstore and 1 high-end thing left to talk about. The high-end thing is Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I was late on this bandwagon. I know this has been out for years, and I kind of just jumped on it. Oh my gosh, sorry, my nose. It just so... Alright, sorry. So this was... just this stuff is just so good. So it really does keep your makeup on all day, all night. Like, it does what it says. And like I said, I know I'm late to this train because everybody else has been on it forever, and I'm just now getting on it. But I started trying it. I think I tried it maybe like, I don't know, probably like, no, yeah, it was like 6 months ago. It was my sister's wedding for the first time. And so yeah, it was like 6 months ago, and I just fell in love instantly because it totally does what it says, and it's an all-nighter setting spray, and it's awesome. And the last thing that I officially want to talk about, and then I'll throw in my bonus one. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So I do have the one light bronzer. I know that now on their website there are 4 different ones. I've hit pan on this. Everyone talks about this, and it is so worth the hype, you guys. It is so natural. It's so buildable, but doesn't look crazy on your skin. It's not completely matte, but it's not super shimmery either. It definitely has like just a nice natural sheen to it. So it really does blend into the skin so well, and you just don't look like an Oompa Loompa at all when you use it, and it just looks amazing. So I love this stuff so much and definitely think it's worth the hype. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Now, everyone talks about this palette and how amazing it is, and I was honestly pretty late to this as well. I got this back in November for my birthday. And so I haven't had it as long as some other YouTubers have had it. You know, they've had it since it came out. But I love this. Now, the reason I'm putting this at the end and kind of calling it like an ish is because I love the formula and I personally love the colors. And I think the warm trend is like really happening right now. And so I feel like a lot of people love these colors. But I understand that not everyone does. So if you're someone who doesn't like warm eyeshadows, then no, this is totally not worth the hype for you. But if you're someone who does like warm eyeshadows, then this is totally worth the hype. The colors are so pigmented, it's so blendable, and just so gorgeous. And they're so gorgeous together, and they're just beautiful. I love them so much, and I totally think this palette is worth the hype, especially if you love those warm shadow colors. So that's why this one is like an ish, because in my world, it's like, it was totally worth the hype. You know, I got it and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I understand why everyone is talking about this. They blend so well, they're so pigmented, the colors are so beautiful, but I get not everyone's into like this color range. So that's why it's an ish. Alright guys, so that is it for my products that are worth the hype video. I had to think for a second, like, what is this video called? But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this. Thank you so much for just watching and spending your time with me today. I hope you guys all have an awesome day, week, night, whenever you're watching this, and you give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more of my videos, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye!